Wouldn't advise going inside. Not with your reputation for depravity and general aversion to the law. In all seriousness, your countenance is quite discernible, and there are certain of my consociates who would take it upon themselves to exercise their right to lethal force were they to encounter you in person. But it's good to cross paths with you again, my friend. After head of security at the Diamond, this isn't exactly what I had in mind, but it's still a long way from a mall cop, right? Let's take a walk. Relax. I'm a cop, but I'm not a cop. This is just where the universe put me right now. I mean, I have my path and you have yours. And quite frankly, I don't give a damn about your antics out there. In fact, we may be able to assist each other. I mean, check this out. You see that misguided individual? How do you think he's gotten away with selling drugs in front of that burger shop? Very conspicuously for 10 years now. In front of the largest department in the city. He cuts them in.
Effenberger, you copy? Yo, Effenberger.
I copy.
Worst last name ever, dude. I mean, effing what? Anyway, when you got 5, we all need some effing coffee down here on Dick's. And don't forget the effing cream and sugar.
Copy that. Oh, these motherfuckers. Huh? I'm out here getting coffee for cops on the take. And that guy over there is only a modicum of the issue. There's a new cartel running a large-scale cocaine operation out of the Cluckin factory in Paleto Bay. And be in no doubt, the cops, they're not only turning a blind eye, they're actively facilitating. If you ask me, the cartel and the cops can both go to hell, preferably on the back of the same bullet. I'm talking about a surgical strike, man. Taking out the whole operation. That's why I came to you. Let's go somewhere a bit more unfrequented. I understand your motivation in these matters. If you raid that factory, anything you find is yours to keep. This isn't about the drugs for me. This is about these assholes running the biggest protection racket in the state. That's the kind of status quo I cannot abide. As far as my part, I can provide all the intel you need. Records, names, locations. We will need to educate ourselves on the factory, though. Gather materials so you can attack it with style and aptitude.
Ding fucking dong, Officer Effenberger. We're effing falling asleep over here. Get us some effing coffee.
Copy that. I'm on my way. Think about it. If anybody deserves to be fucked with, it's these guys. Can I count you in? Excellent. Now on to the first order of business. Acquire some funds. And fortuitously, we have files on some money laundering operations not far from here. The department allows them to operate for a share of the profits. I suggest we take a more proactive stance. Time to do what you do. I'll call you. Let me take these fucking assholes their coffee. Hey, you read me out there? I'm sending you the locations of our targets. All of them up to their necks in stolen cash.
I had a great time the other night. Bet you did too. That's right.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
I invite you to consider this as a double investment opportunity. A chance to raise the funds we need to go toe-to-toe with a cartel cop coalition. And as a bonus, you get to disrupt some of your more unsavory competitors. Not to mention, you land yourself a handsome reward when this is all over. I hope life's treated you well since we last worked together. I say that because you have an indeterminate expression I find hard to read. I can't tell if you're elated or dejected. I respect that. It's very enigmatic of you.
Oh, looky here.
Okay.
What up, pork chop?
Pure simplicity. Get inside, get the money,
I'm gonna hurt
get
you.
out. They out to get you? Can't say I'm surprised.
Look out! Take cover! We got a soldier down! Shit, we got a man down! God damn it! I'm gonna put you down! Oh my God! I'm coming for you, motherfucker! One of our peoples is down! Fucking mother... Shit!
By the way, I will be able to assist you with my LSPD privileges. Access and communications is a perk of the job. One that will prove useful throughout this venture, I'm certain.
I will fuck you up, motherfucker!
Let's consider this forfeiture.
You're gonna die, motherfucker! Like fucking right! I gotta relocate. Let's get the fuck out of here.
They're on high alert. Looks like they got a heads up.
Ain't no way out. You shouldn't have messed with me. You're gonna die today, motherfucker. You gotta move it down. Oh shit, get back. Hey, bitch. You looking for a fight?
Yeah, this is Ray.
Sucker! Shit! I'm gonna fucking shoot you, asshole! Shit! We got a man down!
So while you're hard at work, allow me to explain some of the background to our endeavor. A few months ago, a new cartel arrived at San Andreas. They came up with a pretty smart plan to get their operation up and running. Pay key employees at Cluckin to look the other way while they use their distribution network to move large amounts of cocaine. The factory up in Galena Bay is pretty much a giant processing facility for the cartel. Every other Cluckin van you see in town has a brick of coke under the mega mills. And of course, corrupt elements of the LSPD were only too eager to get cut in. Ingenious, right? But they think they got this whole thing sewn up, and that's where we come in. That was some admirable work, officer. We're just getting started.
Yo, over here. What's up?
Hey, it's me. That was a lucrative effort. This is a solid fund to use on the rest of our planning efforts. The first leg of which I'll get to work on right now. I'll be in touch. All right, let's discuss a potential way into this place. The cartel are paying off employees of Cluckin to use their factory as a cover. There are a couple things we'll need in order to solidify my current infiltration claim. Let's move. Okay, sending some coordinates your way. I have a checklist for today's operation. Number 1, a laptop from a Cluckin employee on the cartel's payroll. It's got critical intel for our operation. Number 2, a hacking device which is going to help us pilot a train. And that brings me to number 3. We need a train. That's how we're getting into the factory. By the way, don't worry. We may share a goal, but I'm fully aware we do not share a motivation. I've made sure sufficient funds are allocated to recompense you for your efforts today. Okay, let's get the guy with the laptop. This is a critical piece of intel. The cartel have paid off multiple Cluckin employees to look the other way while they use their business as a cover for the manufacture and distribution of cocaine. This laptop's gonna give us a window into their schedules. I just sent you a CCTV image of the guy. You got a choice. Steal the laptop behind his back, or incapacitate him first. I'll leave it to you. That's him. Can you locate the laptop? Excellent. This should tell us exactly when we need to hit the factory. Alright, let's get ourselves a hacking device. If we're gonna do this, there's a lot of computer systems we're gonna need to override along the way. And this is our ticket. Now, fair warning, the guy who owns this is a pretty serious criminal element. Major hacker. The LSPD won't touch him, but we will. He operates out of a terabyte command truck. I'm sending you a picture of it now. My advice to you is, locate his drones. They're tethered to his security. Take them down before you proceed. This guy's been evading the LSPD for some time. He keeps his tracks well hidden. Terabyte should be accessible. You get the device? Good. Now you should have no issue requisitioning a train, or anything else for that matter. Okay, with those 2 items taken care of, let's move on to the big one. The cartel occasionally takes train deliveries at the factory. We're gonna steal one of the trains they use and roll in right under their noses. But first things first, we're gonna need a set of keys if we're gonna board it unimpeded. Keep going. I'll make sure there's no retaliation from the LSPD. Just a simple matter of rerouting some calls. Alright, now the keys gotta be in someone's pocket. Remember, these guys are serious. They will not hesitate to shoot on sight. Take whatever steps you deem necessary.
Turn the fuck around! Perez just took a bala. Take cover! Come on, motherfucker! Fuck them, football!
As soon as you have the keys, you should be able to access the train.
¡Chingate ya! I'll kill you, motherfucker! Oh, you bitch!
I don't suppose you're familiar with the schematics of the train signal network? No? Then just follow the instructions on the hacking device to change the signals as you approach them. You need to keep that train moving at all costs. If you miss your shot, the emergency brakes will kick in and you'll be sitting ducks. Okay, progress update. The train you acquired has been discreetly relocated into storage, where it will remain until the day of the raid. Things are coming together. Next on the to-do list, acquiring weapons and gear, or the getaway vehicle. Your choice. So, we have some important yet enjoyable decisions to make. On the one hand, you need to acquire your preferred weapons and gear. On the other, you need to acquire your getaway vehicle. We'll need to steal both. These can't be traced traced back to us. Where would you like to start? Okay, the coordinates should be with you shortly. I'm sending you surveillance images of the gangs we're hitting. Get a good look. As I'm sure you know, our operation requires weapons and gear that can't be traced back to us. The good news is that this city is crawling with gangs carrying that kind of contraband. Half of them in cahoots with this very police department. So today we're gonna confiscate one cache of weapons and one stash of gear. If any of it ends up getting traced after our raid, it'll lead to these reprobates instead of us. I've sent you the coordinates of some appropriate targets. You don't need to hit them all. My advice is to investigate your options, determine which gang is gonna have a loadout that suits your preferences, and prioritize accordingly. As I was saying earlier, we need weapons and we need equipment. That's armor and masks. We don't want anyone at the Cluckin factory catching a glimpse of your memorable face. I'm well acquainted with this gang's status in these parts. Seems their gear and weapons are positively adequate, along with their security. I've read this group's file several times over. Seems they run a tight operation not to be underestimated. We're not talking military levels of security, but they're no petty criminals either. So watch your six, and don't get sloppy or they'll have the upper hand. Some serious resistance. You're making commendable progress. Once we grab weapons and gear, we'll have everything we need. Do not underestimate how much you have. They'll be right behind you.
Asshole! Oh my God!
Once you're satisfied, I strongly advise that you move everything to the lockup.
You piece of shit!
I've given you 3 possible targets, but you can hit them all if you're so inclined. Anything extra you get, I'll make sure it's available when you hit the factory. Safe to say that any affected groups will be better prepared next time. Keep that in the back of your mind if you plan on coming back for a getaway car. As the LSPD field manual states, untraceable weapons and gear are textbook stratagem in any successful raid. When we're done here, the next step is to acquire a getaway vehicle in a similar manner. That should suffice for our purposes. If you want more options, be my guest. When you're ready, just send me a message confirming the equipment you want to use. Good. I'll arrange for any extras to be stashed in case you change your mind. A plausible effort. Consider it done. Good job. Now that you've secured all the weapons and gear necessary to take on a Cluckin factory overrun by the cartel, We should discuss your means of escape. Next up, acquiring a getaway vehicle. We need to take the same precautions we did for the weapons. We steal it from a gang, so the trail leads to them instead of us. Okay, possible getaway vehicles at these 3 locations. Get a good look at these surveillance shots I'm sending through. These are the gangs on our radar. I'm sure you have plenty of vehicles capable of getting you out of Cluckin with all your extremities intact, but we need something that can't be traced to us. I've acquired 3 suitable options for a getaway car. All of them are sourced from local gangs bribing the LSPD to turn a blind eye to their activities. If the car ends up getting traced, the trail leads back to them, not us. We'll only need to use one of them for the raid. The choice as always is yours. Okay, we got 3 cars from 3 gangs, but you only need 1 to get away from the Cluckin factory. All these cars differ in quality. You can safely assume all of these locations will have men with guns on standby, ably prepared to deal with any so-called fuck shit. Be warned, these are the same gangs you may have previously visited in order to borrow their equipment. If you're rash enough to return to the same people, expect heavy resistance this time. I wouldn't underestimate this group's defensive measures, as their vehicle is pretty respectable, and you've already riled them up. You got eyes on the vehicle yet? They probably have it in a secure location. Do whatever you need to do to get it out. Imagine their delight when they get another visit from you.
We got a man down! Husband's down! Back! Husband's been shot! Damn it! Surrender! They hit him! No way! ¡Estás muerto! Dick! I'm out! You fucked with the wrong soldier! He's down! Cocksucker!
There's a garage near the factory where you can store the getaway car. Excellent choice. We're not in any rush out there, so feel free to pay the other gangs a visit and evaluate their cars too. You will be appropriately compensated for any extra vehicles you bring back.
Here for the magic touch?
When you're ready to confirm confirm your choice of vehicle. Send me a message. A perfectly sound getaway vehicle. Excellent. I've been investigating where the factory workers park, and fortunately for us, the garage seems to get completely ignored. Your getaway car will remain undisturbed until it's time for the raid. Hey, so I understand that your MO is up to you, but there are steps you can take to ensure the element of surprise is on your side. Introducing a little chaos into the cartel supply line is one of them. If you do, they'll assume your arrival on the train is just an unscheduled delivery. And if nothing else, the looks on their faces will be highly amusing. All right, you have the coordinates for the Cluckin outlet on Innocence Boulevard. I'll hit you with the brief en route. All right, the time has come to throw the cartel supply lines into disarray. We need them in a state of chaos. So when our unscheduled train delivery arrives at the factory, they just wave you through. So our primary objective is to locate their depot and sabotage their fleet of delivery trucks. Our secondary objective is to find a key card that'll allow us access to the factory's restricted areas. Oh, and keep an eye out for a driver uniform that can come in handy for getting into the depot to hit the trucks. Okay, remember that laptop you got me? I found a schedule on it that says there should be delivery vans leaving this establishment any minute. Hack all the vans, and we can use the GPS to find the depot where they load up the drugs. That's where we're gonna hit them. I appreciate that hacking device you confiscated. Couldn't do this without it. Damn, data's incomplete. If we hack additional vans, we can patch the information. Be forewarned, they'll know we've infiltrated their system, and they won't let it slide. If you see a uniform, take it. Might as well buy some time by playing the part. Plus, it's a rare chance to express your theatrical side.
God damn. Hey, pendejo, you know where you're at? Yeah. It's time to get shot.
We've got the location. Don't worry about the van's drivers warning their collaboration inside the garage. They won't suspect this is part of a coordinated attack. They'll just assume it's another day in Los Santos. You in that uniform? If so, you should be at an advantage. Just try not to show your face for as long as you can. It's clear you do not belong there. Question, can you stealth this operation? If so, we can hit the factory without them suspecting a thing. Just disable the vehicles, find a key card, and wipe the CCTV when you're done. On the other hand, you can go in guns blazing. You'll be blowing your cover for the final raid, but if that's how you want to do it, go ahead. Even in that getup, they'll still lose their cool if you're spotted wandering into the more sensitive parts of the building. Dealt with the trucks, find that key card. as the cartel know, you were never here.
Get the fuck out of here!
You've been compromised. Take out those guards immediately or they'll report you to the cartel.
Oh, damn!
You get a key card? You'll thank yourself when you have one to navigate that factory. When you're done, bug the hell out. Okay, since they don't know you're coming, check this out for some advanced strategy. We're gonna need Cluckin bell crates big enough for you to hide inside. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna Trojan horse this factory. Look for something we can use. Seize it and bring it back. Read about the flatbed being tracked. What are they gonna do? Report it to the LSPD? Please. That's it. We've got everything we need. Well done out there. When your train arrives at the factory, the cartel will assume it's a delivery instead of a full-scale seizure of their assets. Hey, it's my pleasure to inform you that we have officially completed all necessary preparations to move forward with the Cluckin Bell operation at your earliest convenience. Let's make this happen. How you doing in that box? Under the circumstances, your customary silence is a little concerning. Should I have added air holes? Cluck twice if you're in trouble. Okay, good. Now remember, when you burst out of that crate, you'll be in the heart of that operation. How you choose to use the element of surprise is up to you. This is it. Good luck. You have two targets once you're inside. The cocaine and any contraband they keep in the safe. By all means, obtain as much of both as you can carry. Don't forget the extra gear your crew procured. Feel free to experiment. It should be in a dumpster to the rear of the factory. You see, it pays to befriend your local garbage man.
Son of a...
The key card you acquired should grant you access to restricted areas in the factory, including the basement. The storage area should be where they keep their product. Take as much as you can.
Just don't fucking bother me.
It's clear this place is barely functioning as a chicken factory. One would assume they'd have more Cluckin Bell staff to keep up appearances, but I underestimated just how bold criminals can be once they have the police in their pocket.
Yeah.
You know what to do. We're gonna need to find the safe codes. They should be on a computer in the office. If you want to stay under the radar, I suggest you find a key. Although blasting the lock and forcing your way in is a viable option, it could trigger the alarms.
I know, that's it.
That's fucking bullshit.
Okay, here we go. Connect to the computer. It's safe to assume you didn't read the manual for the hacking device you picked up, correct? Well, I did, and it's simple. Just find the strongest signal, and it should jump on the connection. If you're seeing blue, keep going in that direction. Red, you're off course. There could be multiple points, so keep walking till you found them. Keep going. You need to secure more data before you have the complete access code. Okay, that should have done it. Have you received the safe code? The code to the safe should be on the hacking device. Target successfully acquired. You're done. Okay, I'm listening to the radio, and it sounds like that safe triggered some alarm. They're shutting down most of the roads leading away from the factory. Fortunately, we're one step ahead of them. The getaway car should be right where you left it. The getaway vehicle is still in the garage where you left it. Functional, fast, and not too flashy. The optimal getaway car. Okay, see that anybody chasing you is appropriately shaken, stirred, or otherwise dispatched. Whatever it takes to get you back to the lockup alone with the deliverables. Once their ears stop ringing, the cartel and associated cops will process just how severely their operation's been sabotaged. No cocaine, no cash, and not bring back the cops. I repeat, do not bring back the cops. In case you were wondering what I intend to do with the illegal narcotics you so adroitly seized, I've made arrangements with the representative of a businessman to take them off your hands and pay you well. See you shortly. My stomach's growling. It's most assuredly the thought of 2 number 9s. That delicious deep-fried meat paste makes me weak. Excellent work. Mission accomplished. Now to the vital matter of payment. As I'm sure you can appreciate, there are certain transactions I can't be party to as an officer of the law. But if I've learned anything from my associates on the LSPD, it's how to look the other way. Now remember, as far as I'm concerned, you can hit that factory as often as you'd like. As long as you're giving me reasons to keep looking the other way, I'm happy. As you can see from my choice of transportation, my fortunes at the LSPD are also improving. Just got these babies in, fresh off the line. Guess who picked one up? Until next time, let's disassociate.